Oh, my name is Wilson Canivillo, and I'm here to tell a story about a real friend that I met out of random. Uh, I planned this trip to China. With this partnership, which wasn't, he traveled from Chile, and I traveled from Canada to China, and we met there. And suddenly, all the plan that he's supposed to have ready, organized over there was totally nothing done. So now I am stranded in China without speak English, without speak Chinese. Oh, I spoke English, but without speaking Chinese. And then I got to this hotel, hungry. I couldn't eat the food. And then suddenly I saw this place, McDonald's, which I said, oh, this is my lifesaver here because I will be eating McDonald's every day. Anyways, when I got to McDonald's, I was asking if anybody spoke English what I wanted, because obviously pointing out that I was the only thing I can look for food, yes, what it was on pictures. I didn't know what to say anything. So when I asked the waitress or the server if they spoke English, no, they just moved their head and say no. Then it was this girl right beside me waiting for her food. Apparently she ordered a muffin or something. And I look at her and I said, do you speak English? And she said, yeah, with this very soft voice. And I said, you know what? You're my lifesaver. I said, I am lost. In fact, I did have all this money in my pocket. The partner, which he was a real crook, he did have money in his pocket. The money that I sent, he took it with him. And so we were scared. Like many times I was so scared because I have all this cash in my pocket. Sometime Chinese approached me, and I was so scared that I thought, we're robbed, because when you have money in your pocket, you're kind of scared about this. So I went on, and I explained it. I said, you know what, I'm lost here. I don't know what to do, and I came for this business, which now this guy, he never spoke English, he spoke only Spanish. The plan that he had, it never existed. So now I need your help. She said, okay. So, and I told her across the street I was in a hotel, and she gave me her phone number, and she said, I will help you. And I said, okay, please do so. So after that, she called me in the next day, and I said, listen, I need to go to do this business. And she quit her job, actually, that day, and she helped me. She went everywhere since those days, about 2 weeks or 2 days, she went everywhere with me. And like without know who I am, and I don't know who she is. And it's like we really engage that friendship right at that moment that I thought, wow, this is something strange. Like, how can she do that? How she can trust me that much that she doesn't know who I am? And so we stood together for all this time. When I was leaving, she took me to the ferry. There's a ferry they need to take from part of China to Hong Kong to take the plane. When I said bye to her, she kind of cried, and she told me she was so sad. And like I said, well, I will call you, and I called you. Then the following 3-4 months later, I went back again, and she waited for me in Hong Kong, and she stood with me in a hotel, and for another business trip, and she went all the time with me, and everything what I asked she was doing. Like, for some reason, it's something that I never can imagine in a million times that a friend can really exist, because I really don't believe too much in friends, but I think at that moment there a friend had really show up in my life. And since then, we've been in touch. We've been together. She's been telling all her story about her life. I've been telling everything about my life. She knows everything. I can ask anything about her, and she will do it for me. Now, I kind of shocked, because I even sometimes think the friends that really is so hard to find in this world, and to find her, I really find a real friend that I really think that I got it. And I believe that my life is just so happy that I found her, and I think we will be friends forever, like as we've been promised already. And I think that's a true friend that I find, and which in this world is so fine. It's so hard to find, and like a real friend.